Alright guys, hey, it's Thursday morning. To refresh your memory, I got this load of steel bar I got yesterday out of Fort Smith, and I made it to the Pilot, Flying J, I don't remember, in Russellville. Spent the night, and I just stopped off here at the Maverick North Little Rock yard on my way to West Memphis. Fleet manager Paul, thank you Paul, arranged for me to meet another driver in the West Memphis area. I still got a couple hours to go. About I can't see, about 5:20 a.m. So I got my clock back before the other driver, so I'm going to meet him. He's at the Pilot in West Memphis. But I stopped off here at the Maverick North Little Rock yard. I was hoping to get a chain because the driver I'm swapping with said that he had done a swap like yesterday, I think he said, with another driver, and that driver shorted him a chain. So I was hoping to pick up a chain there to hand off to him to give him a full set of chains. So I was stopped there at the supply barn. Of course, they're not open yet, but there was a guy there running the truck wash, and I didn't even know it, but he said the truck wash was open all night. That's cool. But anyway, he is not allowed to, he doesn't have access to the supply barn. So he called over to whoever's supervising the shop right now. They have to come over or send somebody over to open up the supply barn. And I waited about 10 minutes and nobody showed up, so I'm just hitting the road. I'm not waiting around forever just to get a chain. I'll just give the other driver one of my chains and pick up a replacement later on, since I come through here a lot. So anyway, that's what's going on. I'm just about to get back on I-40 East here. Like I said, it was an opportunity to stop and do a load check anyway. It only took me a mile or a mile and a half off my route to pull into the Maverick yard. Look at all these trucks that park on the ramp, on the sides of the road out here. It's like this every day. Just not enough good parking for trucks. Some guys will park anywhere. That's why I like to get shut down earlier in the evening instead of later, so I can find it easier to find a spot to park. Alright, well, like I said, I got a couple hours to get to West Memphis. And then the load I'm swapping, that I'm picking up, delivers in Malvern, Arkansas today. Probably an open window, I really don't know, but it's some aluminum ingots that goes down to the Reynolds plant there in Malvern. And this load goes to Columbus, Ohio for a 7:30 a.m. Friday delivery. So he should be able to pull that off if he doesn't wait too long to leave after we swap. And then I'll still have about, from get to Malvern. And from Malvern, they'll probably just have me pick up a load there at the Reynolds plant. Probably a home load that will deliver Monday somewhere. Or it's possible there's another shipper there in Malvern that we get a lot of wood products out of. Or heck, I could go anywhere from Malvern. You know, you never know. Whatever's available. So we'll just see. Okay, see you down the road. Okay, folks, so I've made it here to West Memphis, Arkansas at the Pilot and doing a load swap. This is the load I had, you know, the typical Fort Smith bar load. And this is the new load that I just hooked up to. It's some aluminum ingots that goes to Malvern, Arkansas, which is about 3 hours from here, about an hour south of Little Rock. And then this load goes to Columbus, Ohio. So the other driver didn't want to be on camera, so I'm trying not to get him, but we had to swap a lot of stuff. You know, he's got a bunch of straps and chains, plus he was short 3 chains from a load swap he did a couple days ago with another driver, and he didn't get all his stuff back. So I'm letting him have my chains so he has the right amount, and then I'll stop by the North Little Rock yard on the way back through and get what I need. So aluminum ingots, this is what your recycled aluminum cans goes back into, and then they take this and make aluminum foil and more cans out of it. All right, so that's that. See you on down the road. Okay, everybody. Hey, I'm back on the road, I-40 West in Arkansas, and man, I just heard on the radio an interesting topic. They said the governor of Arkansas, Asa Hutchinson, had just announced some big plans up in northeast Arkansas to break ground on a big U.S. steel facility of some sort. I'll be trying to catch more of that story, but you know, there's already a big steel industry up in that corner of the state in Blytheville, which, you know, we go to a lot. And Osceola, which is about half an hour south of there. You know, all of this is right off of I-55 in northeast Arkansas. And well, you know, I call it Osceola, but I think it's actually supposed to be called Osceola. But people around here call it Osceola. Anyway, that's a cool story. That could be great for Maverick. I mean, I don't know exactly what the plans are, but if you're building a big U.S. steel facility, there's got to be a lot of steel coming in and out of there, I would think. So that's cool. That'll be interesting. And yeah, I wanted to thank the other Maverick driver back there that I met up with in West Memphis. His name is Derek. He's a young guy. Said he'd only been with Maverick, you know, been out on his own about 5 months, and lives in the Conway, Arkansas area, which is just like half an hour northwest of Little Rock. So we live in the same general area, and he's in the USA division. That's kind of how, I guess, the fleet manager found him as a possible load swap candidate, because he wasn't planning to be home this weekend. You know, if you're in the USA division, you have to stay out for at least 2 weekends, 2 or 3 weeks. So anyway, that's a little different. So he's more freed up. you know, for load swaps and longer loads. So that's cool. But he didn't want to be on camera. And that's all right too. It's funny though, because I waited till almost the end when we were both preparing to leave, and I said, hey man, I have a YouTube channel. You mind if I film a little bit of us doing this load swap, you know? And he said, oh man, that's where I recognize you from. Oh man, I get that sometimes, you know. People see me and they recognize me, but they can't really put a finger on it. Oh, but yeah. But anyway, nice guy, real nice guy. I appreciate him swapping, because this load will definitely put me in a great position to, heck, I may get home this afternoon, because Malvern is only an hour from Little Rock, so I'll probably reload in Malvern. Anyway, we'll see how that goes. Okay, more later. Okay, everybody. Hey, I'm making a quick detour to the Maverick North Little Rock yard to pick up those chains. If you remember, when I did this load swap with Derek earlier, he was shorted a couple of chains from a previous swap he had done. So I gave him a couple of mine, knowing that I was going to be coming by here. So I'm going to try to get some chains. Plus I have 3 of the 4-foot drop tarps on this trailer. I'm going to return one of those. We're passing by the Maverick Driving Academy here on the right. Got 4 or 5 trucks out there maneuvering around. If you come here to get your CDL, you'll be learning over there. And then we're going to whip into the main entrance here. There's somebody leaving with a load of lumber, it looks like. Beautiful day here in central Arkansas. Supposed to get up to like 61 degrees. Very nice. So I'm just gonna circle around. You know, the truck wash and the supply barn is over here to the right. Gonna kind of circle back from the back side so that it's more convenient to get to the items I need. Man, look at that row of nice cars right there. You got a white one, a green one, and a red one. Like a car show. Alright, I'll get back to you. Okay, everybody. Made that stop at the supply barn and got my chain replaced and turned in that tarp I didn't need. Headed to Malvern, Arkansas now, and as I was leaving there, I called my fleet manager because I noticed that the work order had the address to this Reynolds plant on Highway 70. But the Reynolds plant that I'm accustomed to is on Highway 270, which is not the same. So I called to have him check it, just to make sure, you know, there's not some other storage facility or something I'm not aware of. and he verified that it should be 270 and not 70. So, you know, well, that could really mess somebody up, you know, if they're going to this place for the first time, and you know, they just follow the address in there like you would, or the GPS. I'm assuming the GPS would have taken me to the wrong place since it had the wrong address in there. So yeah, how does that happen? Especially to a regular customer that we send multiple trucks to every day. I don't know. Just a typo? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Well, I'm kind of taking the back way out of the Maverick yard. Gonna go over and hit the 430, circle around the southern part of Woodbine. Alright, see you now.